Hi guys, Joseph here. Today we're doing another Joseph car video, and today we're doing another video on my 2002 Volvo V70, and today I'll be showing you how to replace the top suspension mounting. There we go, we got the parts here. Here's the rubber bit. We're going to replace this rubber. It's got rubber on the outside, and it's got a kind of metal bit. It looks like rubber, but it's actually made of metal. This is real thick. You want to make sure you must get good quality parts. I've actually had this thing lying around for a few years though, because in 2017 I had my passenger one go in 2017. So I've just had these ones lying around. And here's the other bit. This is the top mounting that we're replacing. Also got the mounting studs. Yeah, so, and also to do this we're going to have to compress a spring. So you need spring compressors. You want heavy duty ones. Here they are. Here's the heavy duty ones that we need. Because guys, you don't want these springs going off. So if you don't use these springs can seriously hurt you. And you don't want that. Like, you need two of them as well. So you want to have two here, like what I've got here. Here we go. Because these springs, they're no joke at all. They can break your fingers, these can, so you want to be very careful. So let's get down to the car right now. Right guys, we're going to pop the bonnet. That's to undo the top suspension leg mounts. So in this case we're working on the driver's side. With this side we're working on is the driver's. You want to open the bonnet. You can see the top of the strut already. Just going to pop that on. There you go. Just put that there for now. That reveals the bolt underneath. So yeah, I'm going to pause and I'm going to start jacking this thing up. Right now. Right guys, first, before you get the car jacked up, you need to break the wheel bolts loose. These are wheel bolts because there's no studs on the hub, so these are wheel bolts. So undo it in a crisscross pattern. That's what I'm going to do it in. You want to bend from your knees, not from your back. There you go. Remember that one, that bolt, then go up to this one. There you go. Now I'm going to start jacking this up now. I'm going to pause here. Right guys, you want to use your feet to hold the wheel. And you get the socket on there, and I use this to undo mine nuts. And just spin it round. This is really useful, this is. Get each wheel bolt out. You don't have to loosen these in crisscross pattern, you don't have to do that. Normally you do have to get your feet on there when you take the last bolt out, as this wheel can fall off. Yeah. There you go. Now we've got all the wheel nuts off. Now you get the wheel. Here's another trick for taking the wheel off. you can actually slide it underneath the vehicle. That's what we're going to do, guys. The trick, I only just learned this trick. What you do with your wheel, you lay it on the ground. That's another extra protection. That's an extra layer of protection, guys. Slide it under the vehicle. So I'm going to pause here. I'm going to go and get the bolts to start getting this strut off. So yeah, first is first, guys. First is the easiest bit. You do have to undo the drop link. Which, here, the bolt's looking not that good, guys. At first, so you don't yank the ABS sensor, you pull it off. That's the easiest bit. Pop off the ABS wire, if I can. There you go, that's off. That's one out of the way. Now, I'm going to go and try to somehow get this off. Yeah, I'm going to pause it. Normally, guys, this isn't a T40 Torx, but this isn't. That's an Allen, that is. That's not a T40. Normally, some of these drop links can be T40 Torx, and some can be.
Yeah, I think it's probably that size.
Yeah. We're just trying out sizes, guys. Yeah. That's a bit big. So yeah, that's an Allen, by the way. It seems very weird, but too small. That one's too small. So, I'm gonna pause here. Right, guys, this is a Hexagon 5 actually. Normally it's a T40, but this one don't seem to be for some reason on this car. I know that it normally is. Oops, I've got the wrong socket out there. Here you go. I've all sorts of sockets here. That's tighten. You've got to use that, and then you've got to get a spanner, guys. Put on that bolt. If I see what size it is, I'll have to find it. See, I'm going to pause until I find a spanner to fit that. I'm going to pause. Right, guys, you can get this on there. Yeah, I'm gonna pause there. Right, guys, I broke every nut loose, and now this should just come off. This one's a nice one. I've come off easy. And the bottom one's a pain to get off. Now I need something else to rub the old nut, guys. Here, I want something to hold that on the knuckle joint here. Because whoever did work on this vehicle last actually put this on super tight. So first, before you start that, that's what I'm going to do first. Is I'm actually going to take the nut off to this. You need the thing in there to stop that spinning. Whoever worked on this vehicle last, put this on so tight, whoever did this last. Yeah, I'm gonna pause there. Right guys, I've got the bolt off. This was a mission to get off this bolt. I ended up having to get another size and then bang it in there with a hammer. I bang this in there. That's what I use. I bang that in there, so I've actually changed the size. I've changed it to a different size. So if I have to replace these drop rings, I'm going to cut this off if I have to replace it. So you slide it out. There you go. That's loosened there. So now I'm going to actually mount you now, guys. Wherever I can. Yeah, I'm going to pull. Right guys, I just got that loose. That'll do for now. Now we need to get these knuckle joint bolts off. So before you do that, you need to jack this up. Because if you let this just drop, it will snap the drive shaft, and you don't want. And also, I've actually replaced mine, and I don't want to break my drive shaft. So I'm actually going to get this. I have a small jack here I want to put under there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you under there what we're doing. So I'm going to pause and I'll get you off this tripod and I'll show you right now. Right guys, I'll give you a view under there so you can see what I'm doing. What I'm going to do is, this one's a bit, you know, I'm just finding this, I'm feeling here guys, by the way. You have a better view than what I do. I'll test that first. I've got a little stick here. Here you go. Make sure it's tightened up, pinched up. Now we'll try it. See sure it's not. We're not using this to hold the weight of the. There you go. That's it. Just got some load on this. Well, that's how I'm running this. So now I'm going to mount you. And we'll start on these. And get these off. This one I do know comes out very easy. So I'm going to pause. And I'm just going to remount you. And then we're going to start right now. Right guys. I'm just going to get this socket here. Just checking the sizes here. There's 20mm. I'm just finding sizes here. Bear with me. That's an 18. Seems to fit on now, right? It seems okay. That's on tighten. Change it to lefty loosey. There you go. Now you gotta get that there. Now I'm gonna find my spanner here. That's a 22, the spanner. Yeah. Oh, might 19, I'm not sure. This is what it's like when you're working on the driveway. It's alright. There you go. I just use the inside it. Seems alright. It's coming off no problem, guys. I'm going to pause until I've actually broke this one loose. This is coming out effortless, so I'm going to pause here. Right guys, we've got the top bolt off. And yeah, you want to put that one back in the top. So I'm going to put it in there where I remember. Got a bit of grease on my hands though. There we go. We'll undo it. Bottoms are the same size. This one's a bit more difficult though. I don't know, now I'm going to fit this in there. Oh, here we go. It will work in more tight area. I'm only hitting the brake caliper, by the way, if you're wondering what that noise is. This one's also coming out effortlessly, surprisingly. I thought this one would be a load of effort. You're using this spanner just to hold that nut in there. There we go. Just so you know, this one just doesn't want to come out. This is what we're going to have to, where you're going to need your hammer, eh? That's what you're going to need a hammer for, so bang this out. Not in something like this, I'm going to use this to bang it out. Yeah, I might need this. It's where it could get a bit noisy, yeah. What I'm doing here. Here we go. There you go, we're nearly there. Might just come out. I'm going to have to pause it until I've actually banged this thing fully. Here guys, we've got some movement on there. We've definitely nearly got this bottom bolt out. That's the only problem I'm having. I'm trying to bang this out. I do not want to bend it either. You can't bang these too hard either. Now what I might try doing, I'll find something good enough to maybe try and pull this for there. It's not going to work. I'm going to go and grab a pry bar or crowbar. I'm going to pause it. Right guys, what I've got instead of either of that, I've got a long screwdriver. I'm going to use this to pry this forward. I'm trying my best to pry at this. You don't want to bend these out. If this don't work, I might have to try something else if this don't work. Yeah, I'm going to have to pause there until I've managed to pry this screw out. This out, I'm going to pause here. Right guys, we're going to pull this out. I'm going to get this off. I can't pull too hard, I don't want to pull the drive shaft either. I'm pulling the shaft. Yeah, I'm gonna pause there. Right guys, I've got my strut all detached from the bottom. This suspension leg, I mean. I've pulled this off, I've pulled forward. I did see the shaft is something, but you can't break a drive shaft that easy, and I pulled it off to the left. So this is virtually nearly free. The only thing that's holding it is 3 bolts at the top. So I'm going to mount you, then we're going to start undoing this. So I'm going to pause. Now guys, we're working up here, but you must hold the strap when you undo these bolts. You must, well, actually the last one. So now I'm going to pause and find the size for this. So I'm going to pause here. Right guys, it's a 13mm. Just go and grab me ratchet. Just find it in a minute. Just grabbing me ratchet. Here it is. There you go, guys. You leave that one until we got the strut off, and we're going to leave the centre one until last. You undo just bits at a time. Also hold the strap when doing this. One hand at the top, one at the bottom. Do the rest of my hand. No, we can't. Also make sure you don't lose the washers either. So that didn't sound too good. I think it's come out the bottom. I hope it's come out to the bottom. That doesn't look good. Now I'm going to have to fish it all out now. I'm going to have to pause there. Also guys, invest in a magnet in case you drop them down there. It's really useful for getting stuff that's right in there. So now, let's undo the last remaining two. When you get the last one, make sure you hold it. The strut, it will fall as soon as that bolt comes out. That leg is all free. It's not yet. It will be very soon. It's getting more and more free now. Do not do what I do and drop bolts. I'm just... this yet. Nearly is, so. This is heavy. That's the rest there. Now we can fish it out from the bottom. Yeah, here we go. Now, let's get back under there and get this thing out. Right now. Right, guys. I'm going to drop it down a bit. Take it. I'm going to pause until I've got this out. Right, guys. Let's try this again. You got to drop this down this hole. Let the strut fall. The leg fall. And see if I can get it to fall. So the top mounting is exposed. I'm just getting dust everywhere. Don't want to get ABS. I'm going to have to pause here. Right, guys, we've got the spring all compressed with spring compressors. Yeah, we've got it all compressed, so it's safe to take this off without it shooting out at like 100 miles per hour. You do not want that. When these go off, they go off at like 100 miles an hour. And normally, it causes a lot of injury. So yeah, I have real heavy duty compressors here. You couldn't use standard spring compressors with this. These springs are so strong. They're like as strong as van springs, these are. They're very strong. And that's how thick they are. Yeah, I'm going to pause here. I've undone the bolt up for the tension of the spring. Now we take this off. And you put that aside. Now I'm going to pause and go and get... I think there's a special tool for that. And I'm going to pause here. Right, guys, a special tool I use for this is this. You can get a special tool, but this is all what I had. So I used that to break it loose, or I've already broken it loose, so I can just do it by hand. Oh, you're very careful this spring doesn't go off. Pretty safe. It's just look at this, all this. It looks sharp. I wondered I was getting a lot of clonking. I wondered that. This is all sharp. It's just at it. Now you take the top mounting off. There you go, that's your top mounting off. Now we should take this off. There you go, that's that off. Now, we need to get our new parts and put them back on. Yeah, here it is, got a new part right here, so I'm going to... Right, guys, I've got the new rubber thing on. That's what I think. I don't really know exactly what this thing's called, actually. I've put the nut back on, guys. I've tightened it up. And now, what we need to do, guys, we need to put our top mounting on. That's what we now need to do, guys. We need to put on our top mounting. So now I'm going to pause here. A bit on. Right guys, this is the first to come off and the last to go on. And now we get a bolt. Now we tighten it all back on there. You just start it off by hand. You want to get this on there super tight. This one, because... See, I'm going to pause and go and just tighten that in and I'll be back. Right guys, I'm going to get this on there. You see, I'm going to pause until I've actually tightened this up. Right guys, we kind of got the strut started. I'm just going to lift it out and just get these bolts just threaded in a bit. I'm in a bit, and I thread it. I set to loosen. Do not want to accidentally loosen this. When we finish with that adjustment, push the cap back on. Here you go, that's something less to lose. Getting tight, guys, that's it, snug. We'll talk these later on, guys. See, I'm going to pause and then we're going to start on the bottom, so I'm going to pause there. Right guys, we now want to align the strut up now. The leg, I mean. I don't know why, I don't know how many times I've called this a strut. I don't know, I've learnt the word strut from America. That's how I've got the word strut from. I want to get that ready and behind. Put the strut link aside for a minute. And upwards pull on. Push. Now I've got to try and get the bottom bolt in. jack us up. I'll somehow get this up. I've got the strength there. I'm gonna have to pause here, so I'm having a real problem here. I'm gonna have to pause here. Well, I might not have to pause here. See what I've got here before I pause here. I better use hammer. Nah, it's not working. Yeah, I'm gonna pause there. Right, guys. We're gonna thread the top bolt in. We've got the bottom one. It was a real mission to get that one in. There you go. Now we're gonna start the nuts off. That's the top. Yeah, I'll put it in an area I'd remember, so I know which is top and which is bottom. I'm just finding a ratchet here, guys. Got this, is that the right one, I think? I'll check, see if it's the right size or not. I never really know my size, I have to find my own sizes. I think that's a 19. It's an 18. It seems that that's an 18. So right guys, I'm gonna pause here and find my size. Right guys, also gotta get this drop link in just so nearly forgot about it. Is push the drop link in. And now we can take our jack out from underneath now. I think we can. I'm just gonna find out if we can or not. I'll soon find out. We'll just drop it. And if it's I'm not using this one. Got a jack out. So yeah, I'm gonna pause here. Right guys, got everything set up. Just make sure I've got set setting to tighten. No, it weren't, it was set to loosen. Yeah, now it's set. Get these set up. You got to kind of push your knuckle joint up. You kind of push up as well. You don't want it tilted forward when you. I'm going to tighten up a bit before I. So I've got to hold that in position. You kind of give an upwards push and you tighten these up. That's the way you do it. There you go. Now we get onto the bottom one. This one is a bit more difficult than the top. This one. And while you're here, guys, I'll stick the ABS sensor back on. And also, guys, just wondering what I'm doing here, guys. I'm actually just going to push my ABS sensor back in. I also took it off up here, so I'm going to push it back in up there. We do not have long to do this job because I don't have much daylight left. Yeah, I'm going to pause here until I get this on. I'll do this pretty quickly here. It's going to get dark soon. So I'm going to pause. Right guys, just going to get this funnel bolt in. Let's get going on this. I've got to get going now. That's just what's held me up a bit. That sensor. That's now on. do for now. Yeah. Now we need to start on this now. That's our workground now. Let's get this back on. So I've actually changed the size there. I made it to a CR6. I've actually, normally it'd just be a T40 or a H5. Mine rounded, so I had to just drill, bang another one in there. That's what I had to do. So yeah, just gonna find the adapter to fit that. Somehow tighten it. I forgot, I've got to put the nut on. Do not forget that. Here it is. The final nut. Oh, good job. Might be the other way. So yeah guys, I'm going to pause here and I'm going to go and tighten this up, then I'll be back any second now. Right guys, got my 18mm socket and this one is 21mm socket there, and then we're going to torque all this to spec. I've got a torque wrench. The torque specs here are 77 foot-pounds. So now we're going to torque this to spec. That one's done. Now I've got that one bottom one to do, it's the final. Same size on the bottom as well. Leave that there for a minute. That one's off. Right guys, I've got this bottom bolt joined, got these two joined now. So now, got them all torqued. All of these are just tightened enough, and now we need to get our wheel back on. So I'm going to go and mount you and start putting the wheel on, right now. Right guys, I've torqued all those bolts on the knuckle joint, and I've done the drop link bolts. I've torqued them all up. I've just got them nice and tight. Torqued everything to spec, and now get the wheel out. Get the wheel out. I'm just gonna roll it on my legs here, on my feet here. So now, guys, you've got to line the studs up. Use my feet, and I'm just gonna go forward a bit. Right guys, I've got my quick tightener here. Here we go. So now, do this in a crisscross pattern. So when you do that one, guys, do the nut opposite. Sorry about hitting you with hitting the tripod here. One tighten it up. Now, do that one. We're doing nuts opposite here, guys. That's how you do this. You do this opposite. Do it with a nut opposite. That's how I'm doing this. You don't need your feet to hold the wheel anymore. Now I'm cross threading here. Here guys, I'm gonna move you over, guys. Now you do the nut opposite. Sorry guys. Fighting with the camera here. Now we get it sitting even on the hub. Got this in. You don't want to cross thread these bolts. There you go. So I'm going to pause and now go and get my torque wrench. So I'm going to pause. There you go, now we're talking. Now remember crisscross pattern when talking. Bend from your knees, not from your back. Now do the nut opposite. Do it in a crisscross pattern. Now, we'll just check again. This is a bit of safety, guys, this is. There you go. So I'm going to pause here. Right guys, we need to torque these strut bolts, leg bolts, I mean these three. To 18 foot-pounds, mine doesn't go to 80, I'm just going to torque it to 20. There you go. That's that torqued. They're all torqued to spec, so they're even height. It's all even. Oh, that's it. Job done, guys. Now we can close up on it. And there we go. That's that closed. Now we're going to pause and we're going to go on a test drive right now. Right guys, we're on our test drive. I'm just switching the other camera on. So right guys, You can see the speedometers better than what I can, guys. You can see it better than me. So right guys, we're on the test drive. We'll see how our suspension leg's getting on, guys. We'll see how it goes. Seeming to not get any clonks from our suspension legs so far, guys. Not getting anything from that. We'll just see how it goes. Road humps will test our suspension leg out a bit more. It's not clonking on the road humps at all, which is good. I'm thinking those alright. We did hear a bit of a clonk, but that's not due to our top mounting. That's due to a rattling brake pad, guys. I'm going to have a look into that clonk later on, guys. But we've definitely fixed the suspension leg, because we fixed all the clonks that were there. We now got a different clonk, guys. That's not our top mounting, I know that, because we've replaced it, guys. So it definitely won't be that. I'll diagnose it later on. everything seems to be going pretty smoothly, guys. It does.
So we don't run over the horse, it's just about to go.
Yeah. Careful of that as well. Seems to be a lot of potholes on this road, guys. It seems a lot of potholes. Yeah. Some of these roads have lots of potholes where they really do need resurfacing. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to say. I'm trying to see where some of the potholes are filled in. I don't know if you can see that, guys. That's a good test drive, that is.
It's been over ramps, bumps,
Yeah.
potholes.
So yeah, guys, this seems alright, guys. We've been over ramps and that, guys. It seems fine. So we're gonna go into a car park and end off this film. Look at the mess in here. All that fly tipping and that.
Rubbish.
Yeah, I think fly tipping's terrible. So right, guys, we're now going to pause and go and end off this video. Right, guys, we're going to end off this video. I hope you found this video helpful. The stuff I used to get all the stuck nuts undone, I actually used an all stuck bolts. I actually used some penetrating fluid. And also, I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, consider subscribing to the channel and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any content like this. And also, give this video a thumbs up and have a nice day.